Now we're going to turn to Roast and Toast, where the Rockettes cheer or jeer people and events in the news. And we start tonight with Mary.
Want to roast, guess who? Romney. Mr. Romney.
Reagan.
You know, this whole matter of not really knowing where he stands started with women's issues in 1994 when he looked into the camera and said, I just 100% in favor of women's right to choose and their control over their own reproductive health. In 2002, he was for the status quo on Roe versus Wade. 2008, however, he said he would happily sign a ban on abortion in America. 2012, however, gosh, he's back to wanting to support Ryan's bill, that is something called the Personhood Amendment that would ban most forms of birth control. And now, guess what? He's back and forth. He thinks he might not support a woman's right to choose if she is raped and gets pregnant. You can't figure out where this man is.
Well, I'm going all the way back to Kansas City for my potential.
We live here.
I know, potential toast. This is to Mayor Sly James and the City Council. Next week, they apparently will get to have an attempt to get to the bottom of whether the fire department is providing good, protective ambulance service. They need to look at the time response. You know, that's a very important thing. They also need to look at the new way of sending out ambulances and see whether that eventually can save money for the taxpayers of Kansas City while protecting them. So that could be a very good City Council meeting next week.
Senator Marco Rubio spoke today in Kansas City, and I had the good fortune to be there and hear what he had to say. And he, as politicians mostly do nowadays, told a personal story, which is about his family and its background. And his parents fled to the United States from Cuba, and his mother was a maid in a hotel cleaning out rooms, and his father was tending bar there. And yet they managed to provide for their children and give them a chance at success in a free society. This election, says Senator Rubio, and I agree, is about whether you believe this free enterprise system of ours provides best for people who find themselves in the position of the Rubio family. The senator believes so from personal experience.
To the entire Republican Party, led by Mitt Romney, and with Todd Akin, with Murdoch, unbelievable Neanderthal views on women and women's reproductive health, equal pay in the workplace. Right. I mean, just take us back to those days when men walked around with clubs and hit women over the head. This is totally ridiculous, and I don't understand how any woman in her right mind could support the Republican Party at this time.
Finally, we've talked a lot about the presidential and vice presidential debates, but we have ignored the debate between Ann Romney and Michelle Obama, the First Lady debate. Some of those who did watch it on television offered these reactions on Jimmy Kimmel Live.
Who do you think won the debate between Ann Romney and Michelle Obama last night?
I'd have to say Michelle Obama. She really did a lot better. Her speech was more grafted in.
Definitely Ann Romney. I think she's very classy and a wonderful lady.
I just saw a little bit of it, to tell you honestly. I had something else going on, so I didn't see the whole debate. But I saw the personality came out, the connection came out.
There was no First Lady debate. Those were not actors. Those were real people. They can vote. And that's Ruckus for tonight. Be sure to join Nick Haynes for Kansas City Week in Review Friday evening at 7:30. Now, on behalf of the Ruckettes and the Ruckus crew, Mike Shannon saying thanks for watching and good night.